What if I told you there's this new chemical coating your fruits and vegetables that over time could be messing with your hormones, potentially disrupting your endocrine system, causing allergic reactions in some people, and raising questions about long-term health effects that we honestly don't have enough data on yet? Oh, and the best part? You can't see it. You can't taste it. And it might be on your organic produce right now. Yeah, welcome to the world of Apeel. Now, before you panic and swear off fruit forever, stick with me, because this story gets weirder and honestly, kind of fascinating in a wait, they're doing what to our food kind of way. So, Apeel Sciences, the company behind this magical mystery coating, was founded back in 2012 by a guy named James Rogers. He was a PhD student at UC Santa Barbara. He had this genuinely good idea. What if we could make food last longer to reduce waste? Noble goal, right? Food waste is a massive problem. And guess who else thought it was a great idea? Bill Gates. Yeah, Bill Gates. If there's a global initiative involving technology, health, or food, there's like a 73% chance Bill Gates has his hands in it. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation poured funding into Apeel, along with other big investors like the Rockefeller Foundation and Andreessen Horowitz. We're talking serious money here. What is Apeel? So what exactly is this stuff? Apeel is marketed as an edible, plant-based coating made from fatty acids derived from things like grape skins, plant stems, and seeds. They grind up this plant material, extract the lipids, and create a coating that gets applied to fruits and vegetables. The idea? Create a protective barrier that slows down water loss and oxidation. Basically, it's like giving your avocado a tiny invisibility cloak that keeps it fresh for weeks. They say it's safe. They say it's natural. The FDA gave it a GRAS designation, generally recognized as safe. And to be fair, it does work. We're talking tomatoes that can sit on your counter for weeks without getting soft. Avocados that stay in that not quite ripe zone for 17 business days, which sounds amazing. Until you start thinking about it a little more. Apeel started showing up in stores around 2018. First it was Costco, then Kroger, then Whole Foods. And here's where it gets interesting. Most people had no idea this was happening. There was no big announcement. No, hey, just so you know, we're coating your produce in a blend of plant fats. Nope, it just appeared. Quietly. On your cucumbers, your limes, your organic apples. The unexpected detail. Now here's the twist that got me. Apeel isn't just on conventional produce. Organic produce is allowed to have Apeel on it too. Yep, you're clean, fresh, pure, chemical-free. I paid $4 for this single avocado organic produce. It can be sitting there in a plant-based hazmat suit, and it still gets to wear that little USDA organic sticker. Because technically, Apeel is made from plants. So the USDA said, sure, why not? But here's the thing. Just because something is plant-based doesn't automatically make it harmless or something you want on your food. Cactus is plant-based too. So the official story from Apeel Sciences is this. Apeel is a safe, natural, plant-based solution that helps reduce food waste by slowing oxidation and moisture loss. It's just like the peel that's already on your fruit. And look, I get it. The marketing sounds great. Save the planet, reduce waste, feed more people. The misconception. A lot of people think Apeel is just like the wax coating that's been on apples for decades. Nope. Wax you can see. Wax you can scrub off pretty easily. Wax doesn't penetrate the fruit. Apeel is different. It's a chemical coating that creates such an effective moisture barrier that water literally beads off your fruit like it's been treated with Scotchgard. It's basically a waterproof raincoat. Because it bonds so well with the produce surface, it's much harder to remove than traditional wax. The real issues. So what's actually going on here? First, we don't have long-term studies on what happens when humans consume Apeel regularly over years or decades. The FDA approval process for food additives doesn't require that. They basically said, the ingredients seem safe individually, so we're good. But what about cumulative effects? What about interactions with other chemicals? What about people with sensitivities? Second, appeal coating can mask when produce is actually going bad. Remember, rotting is nature's way of saying, hey, it's time to eat this now. When you suppress that signal, you might be eating produce that's past its prime, but still looks perfect. Third, transparency. Most stores don't clearly label which produce has appeal on it. You have to look for tiny stickers or ask staff who probably don't know either. Here's the core truth. Appeal is a sign of where the food industry is heading. Longer shelf life, more control, less transparency, and a growing disconnect between what's technically safe and what feels right to put in our bodies. We're getting fruit that doesn't rot easily, veggies that look younger than you do, produce that could probably survive a nuclear winter, but at what cost? This matters because you think you're buying clean, natural, fresh produce. And instead, you're getting fruit that's been engineered to defy nature. You're paying premium prices for organic food that's still being treated with something you never asked for and probably didn't know about. You're washing your apples thinking you're being health conscious, not realizing that regular water doesn't do much to appeal because it's designed to repel water. And nobody told you. Here's the tricky part. There's no federal requirement for stores to label appeal-treated produce. Some stores do it voluntarily with a little sticker. Others, nothing. You're playing produce roulette every time you shop. How to avoid appeal. Okay, so if you want to avoid appeal, here's what you can do. 1. Look for the PLU codes. Numbers starting with 9 equals organic. Numbers starting with 3 or 4 equals conventionally grown, likely GMO or treated. Numbers starting with 8 equals GMO, rarely used anymore. But remember, organic doesn't mean appeal-free. 2. Ask your store. Call ahead or ask the produce manager. Do you carry appeal-treated produce? Can you tell me which items have it? Put the pressure on them to be transparent. 3. Shop local. Farmers markets and local farms. You can ask the farmer, what do you put on your crops? And they'll actually give you an answer instead of referring you to a corporate FAQ page. 4. Look for no post-harvest coatings labels. Some brands are starting to explicitly state their produce is appeal-free. Support those companies. How to clean appeal off. Now, if you've already got appeal produce at home, here's how to clean it. Appeal resists plain water. Down in the description below, there's a recipe to clean off the chemical from your food. The key is giving it some patience. A quick rinse under the tap won't get it off. Some other alternative solutions. If you really want to take more control, start saving seeds. Tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, melons, dry them, store them, and grow your own food if you can. Even a patio garden, some herbs on a windowsill, is a step in a positive direction. Build community. Connect with local growers. Support the people who are growing real food, not science experiments. Speak up. Leave reviews. Contact stores. Demand transparency. Companies only change when consumers make noise. So here's the bottom line. Appeal might not be the villain it sounds like, but it's not the hero they're marketing either. It's a band-aid solution to a bigger problem. A food system that prioritizes shelf life and profit over transparency and health. A system where we're told to trust the science, but we're not given all the information to make our own informed choices. Next time you're at the grocery store, you'll see produce differently. That perfectly shiny avocado, that tomato that looks suspiciously flawless. Now you know. This invisible chemical just got brought into the light. Because the more we know, the better choices we can make. Knowledge is power. We have the power to choose. If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe to Long Life Path. Stay tuned for more stories. Long Life Path. Peace.